Hi.
Welcome back. This is day number 4 of our 7-day marathon. We are halfway through. Congratulations.
So no point giving up now, yes?
Right?
No point.
You have the energy for this much of it. Just got 3 more days to go. Let's do it.
Well, let's do it right. And again, it's good to have you back. And today we're talking about job and money. But the first task is kind of like special because it's a role play. You know why we do role plays? Why we teachers love role plays? What do you think? Why do we love them?
Because it's a great way to immerse yourself into this real life situation, get some practice before the real thing, right? So it's like you practice a sport before you go into competition to get better and better.
Right, and there's one more thing I would like to tell you, okay? So please understand that you do not study job and money topic on its own, okay? So because those topics, like actually any topic, okay, I would say like it's everywhere. So we can talk about job after work, okay? So let's say I'm with my friends and then they might ask me questions. So how's it going at work, yes? And then I will say a few words, a few phrases related to job topic, yes? Mm-hmm. So that's how it goes. It's everywhere, okay? So it's not like, let's talk about job and then we talk only like for 10 minutes, we only talk about your job. No. So it's everywhere, and that's what you have to understand, that it's live, so you can talk with us anywhere. And right now we're going to get to the first task. So listen to Josh.
All right, so the first task is there's a video below. Check out that video. Watch that. And be sure to listen to how this guy speaks and the mistakes he makes. Because importantly, you're going to make mistakes when you speak English. But you shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes, because if you're afraid to make mistakes, you're going to be too self-critical and you're going to limit yourself. And you're going to create a psychological barrier. We're trying to, again, break those barriers. So don't be afraid to make mistakes in English. Just keep making progress. Yeah. So really important in English or in anything you do, it's to not be afraid of making mistakes. As human beings, we're prone to error. And if we are afraid of making mistakes, we're going to create a limit or a barrier to what we can achieve. And that goes for anything in life, not just in English. As well as being afraid. If you're afraid to make mistakes, you're not going to have that natural desire, that innate desire to speak, and you won't feel the freedom. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and I guarantee you, your progress in English or in whatever you do will be much faster and much better than whether you're self-critical.
And I'm a great example of that, I might say, because what you need to learn, you need to understand that if you make mistakes, it means you're trying. But you have to learn from your mistakes. If you keep ignoring them, then yeah, of course you will have a problem. But if you just learn and you go forward, everything will be okay. I can guarantee that.
So really important in English and whatever you do, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's going to limit what you can achieve and the success that you can have in any sphere in life. And don't be so self-critical. In releasing those things and removing that from your mind, you will feel much more freedom, and you will make much faster and better progress in English or in any sphere.
Yeah, and I'm a great example of that. I wanted to say that, like, because what you have to do, you have to learn from your mistakes. And if you make mistakes, it means you are just trying. So by trying and then understanding what works, what doesn't, then you will get to a higher level of anything. So regarding English as well.
Right, so check out this video of this non-native speaker talking about his interview for a job at Google. Just give you some ideas. And part of your task now is that you're going to imagine that you've just finished university, you have a diploma, and you're on the hunt for a job. So you are looking for a job, right? So tell a story about your first job experience or one of your first job experiences. And some important things to follow when we do that. Tell your story in stages. So describe the time when this happened, after university, before you went to university, whenever it is. Your feelings, how did you feel during the experience? Where you felt nervous, you felt like crying, you felt like running to the toilet, I don't know. Describe some other things too, like how you looked for this job and what you depended on, what you relied on to help you through this process. And is that about it? Yeah, I'd say so.
And there's one more thing I think we have to mention, that when we deal with learning any vocabulary, then we have to think about a logical order again. So speaking about job, you will understand that the first thing you had to look for a job, right? So you will have different phrases in that category. Then your job interview. So what you were talking about at your job interview, yes? So the phrases again. So we have this very clear logical system that you will find, the phrases that we decided to break into different categories. So it will be very easy for you to get it done.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention one more thing too. Also in this video, talk about the result of this experience. Did you get the job? How long did you have the job for? Were you fired? Were you hired? And so on. Give us as much detail about this first job experience as possible using the phrases from today's module.
Practice makes perfect, okay? So good luck.
See you soon.
Bye.